Nobody asked for it, but here is my honest rundown of every festival I went to in 2025. This year I have 4 different festivals: Slam Dunk, Download, Kendal Calling and Leeds, and honestly each one has such a different vibe, but it's always such a good time. Starting off strong with Slam Dunk Festival in Leeds. This is always one of my favourites, and I swear I could go to this every single year and always have the best time. The lineup this year wasn't my all-time favourite, but the vibes were immaculate. I always end up bumping into so many friends. We run around catching good bands, eating festival food, and just living our best pop punk dreams. This year I went with my boyfriend, and we later joined up with my brother and his fiance. It really is the people for me. Finally, with Millionaires playing a closing set, that just made the day for me, and then walking home in the absolute pouring rain just tied it all together. At least the rain held off until the very last minute when I was walking back to the car. Really good start to the festival season. Then there was Download Festival, the holy grail of alt festivals in the UK. Again, lineup wise, not one of my favourite compared to previous years, but still an incredible year. Korn owned the main stage on the Sunday, and Green Day headlined Friday, which had Teen Me absolutely screaming. I love Green Day, and I just had the most amazing time during their set. Download is just one of those places where the crowd feels like home. It's muddy, it's chaotic, it's dusty, it's loud, but it just feels like home. Next up for me this year was Kendal Calling, which was new for me. I usually do 2000 Trees in July, but this year it clashed with actual life stuff, so I couldn't make it, and I figured why not try something different. And honestly, I loved it. There's something really magical about going to a festival for the first time and not knowing what to expect, like discovering all the little areas, the random art installations, the food stall, and honestly, Kendal ticked all of these boxes. There was so much to discover, including a parade on the Sunday, they had a cinema, they had light exhibits at night, but there was just so much to discover, and if you weren't totally into the music, there was so much that you could do. So even though the music wasn't completely to my taste, it was a little bit more indie, not so much emo energy, I still had such a wholesome weekend. And don't get me wrong, I still did get a bit of punk and emo with a few acts on the lineup, but the only downside of this festival was the camping. This was the only festival this year I camped at, and I know I'm a cop-out, but I just can't do camping anymore. That was brutal. The climb to get to a camping spot, finding a camping spot was so hard as well, and then when we finally found a spot to put our tent on, oh my god, the ground was so uneven and horrific. Yeah, basically spent the weekend with my airbed trying to escape from underneath me, but hey, it's character building. Then I wrapped up the festival season with Leeds Festival, which always delivers. Bring Me the Horizon, Limp Bizkit, Chapel Roan, South Arcade, Bill Murray. Unreal. The mix of chaos and nostalgia was just perfect. And I don't know if it's just the music or the people or the end of summer energy, but honestly, this is the best way to close the season every single year. My voice was gone, my feet hurt, my bank account was crying, but I would do it all over again, and you bet I will do it all over again next year. So that was my 2025 festival season. Follow for more festival chaos because I'm definitely not done yet.